Senior Report thanks Edmund Besh of Bristol Burgess Insurance Agency, 65 East Main Street, Westfield, for his generous grant to provide news to seniors. Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Funding is provided by a grant from Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who spent a lifetime caring for others. Absolute Care is located at 26 Cass Street in Westfield. Dave Cass and Rick Newell provide funding on behalf of the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant at the Docks, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville. Senior Report with Reed Powers thanks Westfield's Schultz Chevy for a generous grant to inform seniors of important news. Over 50 years of service to Westfield by Chevrolet, Schultz Chevy across from the school. The physicians of Jamestown Primary Care are happy to sponsor the Senior Report. From the Access Channel 5 television studio in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Senior Report is broadcast live throughout northern Chautauqua County on Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. each week. Call in and share a thought, make a comment, ask a question, or simply wish someone a happy birthday on Chautauqua County's only live call-in senior program. Since 1995, Reed has been bringing viewers hundreds of interesting guests, informing the community on a variety of subjects. Here's the host of the show, Reed Powers.
Well, good morning. What a beautiful day here in Chautauqua County. At least it ain't raining. We have the Arts and Crafts Show in Westfield, and boy, you should get over there and see this stuff. My gosh, tent after tent after tent of crafts and art and stuff and food and waffles, and what a place to go. And stop off at my daughter's yard sale right across the street from the church. All right, guys, I want to say that we have a great program coming up. We have a very interesting guest who comes in about once a year. He summers in Westfield, and his name is DoughHouck. And DoughHouck is a prominent writer. He's written many books. He's going to talk a little bit about his most recent one. And he's going to bring up some very interesting points about the Convention of 1860, which you're going to love. It involved a Westfieldite, a guy named William Seward, and Lincoln, of course. And so we'll talk about all kinds of fun things. You can call in and ask him or talk to him about anything you want. Look at that funny hair. I tell you, my hair is getting wild. You can call in anytime you want. The number is very simple. It's 753-JACK, like jack your phone in. There it is. Or 753-5225. And anybody who calls in between 9 and 10 on Saturday, this is the 28th, will receive, I'll give you $10 off in gift certificates to the beautiful little restaurant at the foot of the hill here in Mayville. It's the Lakeview. And also they have one next door which specializes in fish and crab, all the crab you can eat for peanuts. So don't be shy. Call in. They love to see you. I love to see you. You can also exercise your opinion about anything you want when you call in, and you can also wish somebody a happy birthday, anniversary, or wedding, or whatever is coming up. Have fun. This is your magic carpet into the ether. All right. Lots of things going on locally in the news, federally. Of course, the Obama camp is taking pot shots at that businessman who's a multi-billionaire who doesn't know diddly. He's got about, I think, $1/3 of $1 trillion or something. I don't think I don't think he knows what it's like to live hand to mouth like most of us are. And more things are, you know, chicken dinners used to be $7. 3 years ago, they're $10 or $9 anyway now, wherever you go, at the park or here and there. But nobody's getting any increase in their salaries, and Social Security is, you're getting half what you used to get 10 years ago. You're getting 47 cents on a dollar from what you got 10 years ago, because they don't give you a COLA. The Congress has this cooked up phony thing they call a core inflation thing, which is just baloney. It doesn't really measure inflation at all, and they change it all the time when it starts to. So they say, well, there's no inflation, seniors, so you don't get your COLA. Or you just get 1% when there's a 5% inflation like is raging right now. We're in problems, we're in trouble. Congress, love you. We, as Will Rogers said 100 years ago, we have the best Congress money can buy. All right. At any rate, Romney, I don't think he's going to, I don't see how people can relate to a guy who has a $500 billion almost. And you keep seeing the ads of shooting pot shots at each other, but you know, it doesn't really make much difference to most people. Now, on the state level, of course, we have a deficit as usual. Taxes will go up, and on the county level, we're going to have a hair-raising tax increase, even though, according to Forbes and many other financial pundits, we're the highest tax county in the United States, Chautauqua County. Yeah, and it's going to get higher. Oh, Lord help us. Another bunch of seniors will be selling their houses out. They have that phony scam going called the reverse mortgage, whereby basically they buy your house for a lot less than it's worth because you never pay it back. The kids don't get it. They sell the house out, and you pay back the loan. Ha, ha, ha. You can stay as long as you live in it, but they set it up so you're not going to live too long anyway. All right, guys. I don't know. Life goes on. We got a lot of senior groups. I love them. I got a few notes here, too. Incidentally, have you ever gone over to the Cadwell Cheese House in DeWittville, just down from Point Chautauqua? They have the freshest, most wonderful, and reasonably priced cheeses in the world. Ask for Jane Cadwell. Her daddy started it years ago, and they're having an 85th anniversary of that cheese house. Yeah. It's going to be a big party on the lawn August 12th. That's a Sunday. They'll have a jazz band there. They'll have cheese, crackers. Bring a folding chair so you can sit down and relax and eat cheese and crackers. Don't miss that one. Also, go over there and buy some cheese. If you know you have to wait in line. It's just so everybody in the lake area who comes in, the tourists, they know about Cadwell's cheese in DeWittville. There's a bike-a-thon coming on. It's a hospice cup fun ride, and it's going to start out at the Richard Hartley Park in Lakewood, New York. And it costs $20 a rider, and 12 and under are free. And it's Lakewood merchants. They have free lunches for the kids, face painting, balloon tricks, balloon clown, miniature horse that does tricks, and a sidewalk chalk contest with lots of prizes. Don't miss that. Coming up September 1st, just down the lane. Locally, we have a couple of notes here I just wanted to bring to your attention. Lakeshore Seniors, they meet at the Dunkirk Senior Center, although they're a Fredonia crowd. And the president there is Barb Rich, and they're going to have a meeting coming up August 1st if you want to get involved. August 1st. Wow, how about that? And I'm telling you, yeah. Excuse me, September 1st is Bike-a-thon. I don't think you'd be interested in that at this point. Okay, now here we go. August 10th, we're going to have a huge Chautauqua County picnic. Don't miss it. Midway Park. And you got to buy your tickets in advance if you're going to get in, because I think they've already closed it off. They only allowed 550 people. But you can still come, and I'll bet you could sneak in and get some chicken anyway. I did one year. Over at Sheridan Happy Seniors, they have a song, the Sheridan Happy Senior song, And they had a hot dog roast picnic with 40 people who showed up last week. After the picnic, they met with the president, Ellen Suttle, and her niece, Judy Diefenbach, was a guest and joined the club. Hey, joining the club is important. Get your people out. August 3rd is the next meeting of Sheridan Happy Seniors. Cecilia Petrella, Barb Tower, Ann Spencer, and John Reardon will be doing the honors for the food and coffee and cake. Most important. Silver Creek has a nice bunch there. They have their own house where they meet, and they take care of it if they own it. And Ed Newman is the president over there. If you know Ed in Silver Creek, he'll be happy to bring you along. And they do note that they play bingo regularly after every meeting, as do most seniors do. And Shirley Sikorsky, bless her heart, donated some green beans for the bingo prizes. Well, now the beans are coming in, the zucchini's coming in. Don't leave your car unlocked in the summer now, anywhere on Main Street, because when you get back, it'll be full of puppies, kittens, and zucchini. And maybe some cucumbers. Their Great Bell seniors are planning, there's a big annual corn roast, incidentally. I got to mention that at Silver Creek, August 21st at noon. I see corn is now coming down in price, and it's getting decent. You know, when you eat corn, it's got to pop when you're eating it. If it doesn't pop, it's too old. It's mush. You see, the problem is as corn sits around, the sugar turns to starch, and that's why it's mushy. When it's just got sugar in it, pops when you're eating it. And it's got to be young, and it's got to be well refrigerated. It can't be old, sitting around in the bushel basket. Otherwise, forget it. So, and you can't overcook it. You know, when you cook corn, my grandpappy used to say, you don't cook corn, you just warm it up. 2 minutes. Put it in boiling water, put 4 cobs in a fairly good-sized pot of boiling water. 2 minutes later, fish it out, it's ready to eat, and it's perfect. Wonderful. Tip of the week from Senior Report. 2 minutes for your corn. They're going on a bus trip to Elma and East Aurora, Great Belt seniors, and they have a big air-conditioned bus, leaves from the big lots at 8:30 with stops at the store in Elma where all the merchandise is made in the USA. That's unusual. You know, turn everything over, it says made in China now. After a buffet lunch, the bus continues to Vidler's. Now, everybody's familiar with Vidler's. Oldest 5 and dime in the world, I think, or at least in the country. And they're going to have a lot of time to relax and so. All right, enough. They're telling me I'm finished. There is no more time for news because we're going to be talking with somebody who shoots from the hip, John Hamels, and I first of all have a public service announcement for you. This is just for you. Here you go.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Okay. Doug pointed out, I have my cat food here. This is what seniors will be eating very shortly, and some already are, as they did during the Great Depression, because Congress is not giving us a fair COLA. We're getting, again, about $0.50 for what we used to get $1 10 years ago, thanks to the fact that they phony up the figures with their core inflation BS. John Hamels, Doc, you're on.
Morning, Reed. Good morning, Doug. Welcome back. Morning, folks. On a high note and then the low note. How's that? This morning, we're all set up at the Westfield Arts and Crafts Festival. This is Saturday morning, so don't go if you see this show later on in the week. I talked to Katie Smith this morning, the executive director of the YWCA, and she said that the show is on, rain or shine, so come on down. Bill Drell and I have been hosting the music venue for the last 2 days, and today and yesterday, and we've got today